The history of the Jewish people in the land of Israel begins almost 4,000 years ago, when Abraham, heard the word of the Lord and moved from a comfortable lifestyle in the Mesopotamia to the land of Canaan. In the book of Genesis, in chapter 12, teaches, "Vayavor Avraham ba'aretz ad makom Shechem ad Elon Moreh." And Avraham passed through the land until the place of Shechem, until Elon Moreh. The first place in the land mentioned is the area of Shechem, Elon Moreh. Did Avraham pass through the valley of Tirza, the east-west valley which connects between the Jordan River Valley and Shechem? Quite possibly. When Avraham's descendants were in the desert, at the end of their travel, they were commanded by Moshe, to go to Mount Grizim once they crossed over the river, and give the blessings and the curses to the people of Israel. The blessing would be given to those who follow the Torah, and the curse to those who do the opposite. Halo hema be'ever hayarden, acharei derech mevo hashemesh be'eretz haKanaani. Mount Grizim is described as being on the western side of the Jordan. After derech mevo hashemesh, the path of the way of the sun. Just as the sun goes through an east-west path in the sky, so too this route. The valley of Tirza in front of us is the east-west valley, which is described in order to locate Mount Grizim and Mount Eval. We're getting towards the top of Mount Kabir. Here we see vineyards. Since we're in January, the vineyards are dormant. No leaves. In a regular year, vineyards would be pruned right now. But now is the 7th year, it's a Shemitah year, so vine owners do not prune. We're walking up Har Kabir and we see the city of Elon Moreh, the community of Elon Moreh in front of us. Elon Moreh is one of the first, what they call settlements in the Shomron, the Samaria region, in the early 70s. And here we see the city of Shechem, the city of Nablus, and on top of the city of Shechem we see Mount Grizim, where I live, Har Bracha. We are on Mount Kabir, looking east, and we see in front of us Mount Eval with the antennas on top. There's archaeological research that ties Mount Eval to the structure that was found here, that was identified as Joshua's altar, right here. What's interesting about this is that the same archaeologist that found this altar identifies the mountain that we're standing on as Mount Grizim, even though it's known as Mount Kabir now. The biblical Mount Grizim is over here, in the distance, opposite Mount Eval. It's not visible from the site of the altar. That's one of the reasons that he identifies the current mountain that we're standing on as Mount Grizim. This mountain is visible from the altar. We got very lucky today because we see a group of soldiers here on Mount Kabir hearing about the history of the place of Elon Moreh from Benny Katzover, one of the founders of the Jewish resettlement of Elon Moreh. So we did it, guys. We walked about 5 kilometers from Mitzpeh Ilan lookout point to the top of Mount Kabir.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You enjoyed it? Great. It was good going with you guys. Thanks for coming with me and looking forward to our next hike.
Me too.